tackles. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Later, 9. 41's the mic. Stop your whining.
Now Carr. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. Wilson gives Oakland a veteran option at tight end. Remember, they had Jared Cook last year. He's now in New Orleans. But Wilson, 5 years in Seattle, then 1 in Detroit before the native of Windsor, Canada, signed with Oakland back in March. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now, 41 Mike. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Later 2. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's put him on the buses.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 8 read. I know he ain't got it. Check. Go.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready? Mike's 50. Crunch time, defense. He's coming. You draw quarter. Quick dance. Come.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Oh! Coming after you. 50's the mark. Get up. Down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Now, 41 Mike, right? 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180. 29. 29.
On 2nd and 12, Carr, he's going to air one out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 21-yard line.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
General West. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check. Right. Flag.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam. 6-6. Pull it high.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Sam off.
From the 41, Jones. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bradley Chubb. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
93. 93. Express. 3 down. 48. Exit. Check 41.
Now Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
On second down, it's Hunt. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tell three. Check three. Check. Who's on?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Titans first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Topper! Hey, wahoo!
Now Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jones now operating from the gun. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Check. 57, come on. Clear. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They're running it.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 57's Mike.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch his flip. Big flip.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that block.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 29. 40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Kill. Hand me.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All day, every day.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr got him in. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. I got one. Hey, Orbit. 41 Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And finding Keelan Cole. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They run again with Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
What down? 180. Check 41. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 694. 41, Mike, 41. Hey, Alpha. 41's the Mike. 41's the
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Express. We want this. 41, Mike. 41.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Tennessee.
Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got daylight. The 30. The 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The Titans' first down.
Got it.
Max 50, Max 50. Runner jump. Check.
Run for Pollard. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ready up. Check Bravo. 54.
I'm here all day. Max 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
50 seconds to mile.
Go.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Jones now operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
And this will be caught at the 30.